Morning guys, welcome back. I wanted to shoot a video today talking about collecting proper Tinder materials as well as making a bird's nest. I did a 5-minute sustainable fire video, and there's still questions on how to make a bird's nest and stuff like that, so I figured while I'm out here today I'll shoot a video on that and show you guys how I do it anyways and things that I look for. You know, a lot of us have been doing these videos for a while, you know, in the survival and bushcraft realm. I think we get so tunnel vision and focused in progressing in what we do into more advanced things, reflecting back on some of the old ways, that we tend to forget sometimes that there are newcomers on a daily basis that ain't quite up to speed with us, probably just getting into it and things of that nature. So I like to take a step back when I can, explain some basic type stuff, and catch some folks up so we're all on the same sheet of music here. So I've done some collecting so far this morning. It's all right here in my haversack. So while I break this out and set this up on the top in front of me, I'll show you guys some of the collection process. Alright guys, so welcome back. A little bit of the collection process there. So essentially what I have here is all prevalent up here in the Northeast, and this is the things that I look for when I'm trying to collect tinder for a tinder bundle, or you know, stuff to make a bird's nest with. So over here I've got some dried pine needles. These I just gathered off the side of the tree. They're still a little bit damp probably, but they'll work being that they're pine. Also in the same area, collected some of this pretty solid up now. It is winter time still. We got 20 inches of snow a few days ago. It's melting now, but still probably 8 to 10 inches on the ground. But some pine sap, which is really good for fire as well as other things. If you've seen in what's usually a field, we got these, not even sure what it is, some type of field millet, something like that. It's got some flower heads that are all dried up. Got some cattail mixed in there with it now. Some more pine there. But these are good, nice and dry to add to your bird's nest. Obviously cattail. You can see that's nice and fluffy. Got some grass over here. I couldn't collect too much of this. Obviously there's so much snow, so I was just picking what was standing up outside the snow, and basically that's all I've come up with. With any of this stuff, when you're making a proper tinder bundle, and I'll demonstrate that here with all of the stuff, you know, after we talk about it, but you want it to be pretty much softball size, and again I'll show you that when we get to it. In the back here, got a bunch of cedar bark, and this is what I'm talking about. You want a tinder bundle that is something that size. You know, that's going to get it done for you. All this stuff here needs processing, like I said. And lastly, got some birch bark. By far the #1 fire starting material in the woods, hands down. It has, you know, betulin in it, which is highly flammable. It doesn't need as much processing as the other stuff does. And the good thing about the birch is this stuff will burn soaking wet. So, you know, if you get a ferro rod, some birch bark, you know, you're in good shape, even in, you know, wet conditions or not so good conditions. So let's go through these one at a time. I'll explain, you know, how I make my tinder bundle, my bird's nest, some of the ways you can mix and match these things to better your odds at fire, which is obviously what we're trying to do here. So let me adjust the camera. We'll go through these one at a time. I'll get right back to you.